What it do, y'all? What it do? What it do? Your boy is back on the grind one more time, and as you can see, I am on the road. I'm on the road, you guys, and I have several days off as me and my girl are gonna do a little getaway, a little road trip for a couple days before the grind actually happens of us taking over our own gym, man. So that's gonna be epic, man. That's gonna be epic, and we are ready for the task, and we are ready to get that done. But with that being said, we came down to stay at her parents' house because her parents live about halfway, the halfway point to where we need to go. And I have already put my cars in storage, you guys, man. My cars are in storage. I probably won't have a whole lot of time to work on them and do anything to them, you know, once this gym happens. And I also got to be careful when I'm driving here because I have some parts in the back that I'm taking to the powder coater. So when I make this stop here real quick, I got to make sure that they are safe. So with all that being said, you guys, I'm actually making a trip to the powder coater right now and making some other stops as well for the Chevelle. And for my gym acquisition, I have to drop off some stuff at the insurance place because you got to have insurance to back yourself up just in case anything were to happen. So I got to drop off some paperwork there. But all of that is in the same vicinity as where I go get my powder coating done. There's also a local place here that sells all things Chevelle, El Camino, and Nova, I believe. So they pretty much carry all things that you need to build your Chevelle, Camaro, or Nova. So I'm gonna head there because I'm gonna need some parts to pick up, and just piecing this Chevelle together, you guys. Just piecing this Chevelle together. I'm actually taking a lot of parts to my buddy Chris, who's pretty much gonna put the car back together for me for the most part. He's gonna be doing kind of like all the, I guess, the big ticket items, you know, like putting on the fenders, making sure all the lines are straight, you know, just all that kind of stuff. So I'm taking them all the other pieces that I have, a lot of pieces that I already had powder coated already that have just been sitting in my house. I took some of those to him already, and then I'm going to take these and their fenders to him after I get those powder coated as well. Now, they're already powder coated. I powder coated them black, but when I went and saw the Chevelle painted, and then I saw my orange front core support next to that champagne, I was like, man, I should have did the inner fenders orange. And that was my first decision. But in talking with my girl, she was like, you know what, just do them black. That orange might be too much. And I didn't really think it would be too much, but she kind of had a point too. You know, you don't really want a whole lot of loud colors being really overbearing, to the eye, especially when you pop the hood. But when I saw it, man, I was like, man, that would go perfect, man. That would go perfect, especially that orange next to that champagne. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to powder coat the inner part, the part that you see when you open the hood, orange, but leave the bottom part black. But I think that'll give it just enough kind of contrast and just enough pop from when the hood pops. It'll be like, man, that looks good. So, and that will really be the only things that are kind of like orange to like the visual eye, besides like the engine block is orange and some other little pieces, but that's pretty common. My valve covers are going to be orange as well, or black, I'm not quite sure yet. And then my air breather is orange, but that's probably going to change because since I'm doing the Pro Charge, I'm going to do blow-through style, so I won't be needing that. But anyways, I'm actually going to be pulling up here to my storage unit, so I'll chime back in here in a moment when I get there. All right, you guys, so I'm here at my storage unit. As you can see, the box is in its home. Man, I actually decided to put it in this unit. It's actually one of my bigger units here, and it just fits a lot better in here, even amongst all this clutter and car stuff. All this is car stuff with the exception of my girl's books that she has, some shoes, and mainly Christmas stuff, man, because she loves Christmas. So we'll be taking that out here pretty soon. But everything else is car parts, man, from my seats that I'm putting in the Chevelle to just grills, things like that that came with the car that I'm saving just in case I need extra for all 80. transmission, engine stand jack, man, just all kinds of stuff, y'all. All kinds of stuff. So I had to dig out some pieces that I'm going to take to the powder coater at some point. Right now I'm trying to build a list of parts that came with the car, and also parts that I'm going to need to buy. So they're all the chrome pieces that I need, like, you know, this type of stuff here, the drip rail, any type of decorative chrome pieces. I'm going to make sure I have all those for the Chevelle, because I'm going to take those to the powder coater and get those black chrome. So there's going to be no chrome on the car, at least on the outside of the car. It's all going to be black chrome or just totally satin blacked out. So I think that's going to be a nice look for that. And so I'm just trying to just see what I have, what I need to buy. This grill is actually a 71 grill, but I'm not going with the 71 grill, at least as of right now. I have an idea that I'm going to do, well, I'm actually going to use a 72 grill, but I have a way that I'm going to actually black chrome some of this trim out and make it look really dope on the 72 grill style put on a 71. So you guys will kind of just see how that looks. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and try to get out of here, because I am on a kind of not really a time crunch, but I don't want to be out too long as my girl's waiting at home. And we are actually going to be leaving here to go on our road trip. So I'm trying to just get this stuff done so I can get back and we can kind of get on the road. So anyways, y'all, it's probably the last time you're going to see the box for a while. You know, every so often I come down here and I start it and I take it out and just kind of just make sure it's running good and stretch its legs a little bit. But you know, right now she is in her home for right now. And then my Skylark is pretty much just right next door, and these two are finally in this home and in their storage. So one thing that I do in these storage units, y'all, and I don't know if you guys do this, is I put some of these damp rid like little condensation catchers. So it's this stuff right here. They sell it at pretty much anywhere, Ace, Home Depot, Lowe's, anything like that. So these are really good for storage units, especially in areas that get cold. So I usually put one or two up depending on how big the unit is. Then I also put one in my car, because one time I had stored a car and it was kind of getting a little bit of like mold on the dash. You can kind of just see it starting to build up, and I didn't want that to go any further. So I started using a different style of damp rid. It was kind of just like a little bucket that you just peeled off the top, and it basically caught condensation inside the bucket. But I like these a lot better because you can actually hang them anywhere and they hold a lot more. So anyways, just a little tip for you guys. If you guys are storing your car in storage units and it gets cold where you're at, whether if it snows or rains or whatever, you know, condensation builds up in these things, especially being enclosed, and so that's a good way to catch a lot of that. So anyways, let me go ahead and get out of here, and then I'll chime back in here. All right, y'all, what it do? I am back, and I have ran all my errands. I'm actually at this place right here, Biscay's. This place has everything you need in order to put a Chevelle, Camaro, El Camino together. I had to come in, excuse me, I'm on a busy road right here, but I had to come in to get a few parts. First off, man, I think I got scammed a long time ago on some parts, but that tends to happen in this card game. Somebody's gonna try to scam you at some point. I should have did my research. But anyways, I only bought this for like, well, $100 is $100. But I bought this trim, and the guy might not have been lying. Maybe I just didn't read the ad right, but he says these are for a Chevelle, and he had a El Camino or something like that. I'm not sure. But they ended up being wrong for his car, and so I picked them up thinking that I got a good deal, in which I just found out coming here, these guys being the experts said that they are for a Chevelle, but they look like they're for a 64 to 65. So unfortunately, unable to use those. I'll probably have to sell them. So anyways, pick these up here, $100 here. So I guess I lost $100, but maybe I'll gain it back since they're brand new. Got this drip rail molding right here. part number right there, drip rail molding, and that's the molding that goes up and over the window, the door part there. What else did I pick up? I got some weather stripping. It goes, I think it's roof rail. Yep, roof rail. Weather stripping here because I gave Chris my channel so he can put them in. What else? Man, I got so much stuff. I got some chrome trim pieces right here that go on the quarter glass. This is the rubber, and then this is the chrome decorative trim that goes on the quarter glass. And it's kind of hard to explain, but on the Chevelle it has a front door glass, and then it has the rear quarter glass, and then it has this quarter trim that snaps on, so that goes on, and then this rubber seal goes on it as well. This is what is this? This is the I don't even know what this is called. Kind of like the seal or cushion piece that goes in between the car, the roof rail, or excuse me, the car side, the roof rail side, and then sits in between the channel that this holds. So if that makes sense. So basically it's not metal to metal touching, this goes in between. What else do I have? This is the vinyl top molding trim kit that I need for my vinyl top trim. This is for my rear window clips for the glass. This is for the windshield, the clips there. This is the nice, fresh, brand new Chevelle trunk emblem. And I think that is it. So we are all good there. I just wasn't able to get the screws to hold that roof rail channel on, so I gotta find those somewhere else. Probably gotta go to Lowe's or Ace or something like that. I always have good success at Ace with all this, with any type of screws or anything that I need. So I wanted to just do this real quick since I have all of the pieces that I collected today all together. And I was able to go through some of these spare parts, spare trim pieces that I have, so that way I can put in kind of like a final order of what I need. And all in all, I think I came out ahead. It looks like I will be able to salvage the front windshield piece. They sell these in a kit where they sell the two outer pieces, the edge pieces, then this one goes on the top, and then this is the cowl piece right here. And this cowl piece is actually in really, really good shape. It's just dirty. Never really care about it being scratched as long as there's no dents and dings in it, because it's all gonna get powder coated. These pieces ended up being in really good condition. All the channels are really good. I think there's like one bend on one of these, not this one. This one's actually really good. I had two of these. That one was really beat up, but then I found a spare one of these here, and this is in really good condition. The only issue with one of these is this part right here, and I think I'll be able to kind of bend that back. Everything else is great, as long as there's no dents or anything. Sometimes there's dents in them from the inside that kind of poke outward, if you can see right there. And that's probably from people prying on them, trying to get them out when they don't know how to take them out. But I ended up having a good set, so that is awesome. I'm glad that worked out. But I will have to buy the rear trim piece for the rear window. There's a couple good ones in here, and there's some other ones that are just not really worth saving. Since they remake them and the repops, they aren't really cheap, but they're not too expensive where I really don't want to waste the time really trying to get these fixed. And from what I've heard, to have these kind of repaired and reconditioned usually costs a good penny to have those done. Although they're original and they probably fit great when they're all good to go. I'm just gonna get just a new set. I mean, it's just, luckily there's no major dents or dings in them, but if you can see, see how that one's bent upward like that, I'd have to straighten that out. Look how much down that one goes there. It's just from people, whoever had these, just just taking them off. They didn't know how to do it. So anyways, so I ended up lucking out pretty good. So I'll be able to use a lot of the trim that I have already. A lot of the stuff that I bought new is like the wheel well molding. I got that new because you'll see in the well, as you guys saw in the video, I kind of got scammed on that one, but whatever, it is what it is. Had to buy the drip rail new. It's in this box here. That's the part number there. That's the decorative piece that goes kind of over the door. All this other stuff is brand new here. The quarter window trim and rubber. Got some molding clips and things like that for the front and rear window, and the vinyl trim piece, which is right here. Oh, this is in really, really good shape. So that there. Got some hood pins for the hood. So that's gonna actually be black chromed out as well. And these trim pieces right here, I won't be using. These are the drip rail pieces. So these right here are actually what's brand new in this box. Had to order another headlight chrome bezel. Those are 2 passenger sides. I don't know what happened to the other 2. They probably got lost at some point with the car. And I have only three 71. So I'm not sure if one of the car was a 71, one was a 72, but there's 72 parts within it as well. But those are actually in pretty good condition. I'm just gonna use the better of the 2. And then I ordered a really good condition one off eBay for like 40 bucks. Brand new, they're about 100 bucks or more for the set. So I should be able to use those there. Since I'm gonna powder coat it anyway, doesn't really matter. And all the other small odds and ends, this is the front Chevelle emblem piece here. These are the housings that the headlights sit in. And then obviously I'm gonna do these black chrome as well. This right here, I'll probably just powder coat that black, I'm assuming, or orange, I'm not sure yet. This is the roof rail gasket that's gonna go with that little gasket over there. It's not really a gasket, it's kind of like a insulator piece that kind of sits in between the roof rail channel and the actual jamb of the car. And then these are all just turn signal housings and bezels, and then my rear tail light. So there's a bunch of just different ones in here. All I'm gonna do is just take the ones that are the best of them all and use those. I'm gonna go through these and see if I need to order these or not. There's the company here that I bought all this other trim from. Those guys sell it local, so I told them that I was just gonna go through what I have, and if I need something, if I do end up needing to buy these, then I'll just buy them. But I have mostly 71s in here. This is the front turn signals and the bezels. I think I have 172, which is right here. I like this look better. And then obviously the rear tail lights, they're all the round style like this, the ones that everybody likes. So these are the rear quarter side marker lights that I actually deleted. So I won't be using those at all. So anyways, you guys, this is pretty much it. This is what all the trim basically looks like here. Now I just got to order that and a couple other odds and ends that I have on order. And then shoot, we'll be good to go. So I pretty much got it all down. I really just got to wait on that order and then figure out what I'm going to do with that. And then, oh, there's a piece that I found off Craigslist that I'm going to go buy as well. But anyways, you guys, this is it right here. So shoot, all the small details, but it's going to look nice when it's done. All right, y'all, I am on the road. Hopefully you guys can see me okay. Man, it has been a good morning though. I got all my errands done, dropped off my inner fender wells at the powder coater, so those are gonna get done. Chevy orange the way I want them. Got all the parts that I need with the exception of some screws that I need. I'll probably go pick those up at Ace. And man, we're moving right along. So I'm just building up my parts list for all the outer chrome trim pieces on the Chevelle, so that way when I get it all done I can take it to the powder coater. And I got to talk to him a little bit more about how they do their black chrome and what they do, and they actually do something a little bit different than what they used to, because the black chrome that they had before, it didn't turn out bad, but it didn't really turn out the way that they would really had liked it. So now they have a different version of it. They have a black chrome, it's called Black Chrome 2, and it has a little bit of a candy in it. And so, man, that actually might go really, really well with the look and the setup that I'm going for. So anyways, I gotta get all the chrome trim pieces basically lined up, and that's one reason why I went to go get a lot of these parts from Biscay's over here. And a lot of the parts that I got today are the chrome pieces that I need, and so we're just gonna go ahead and keep building these parts lists, y'all, so that way we can take all of the pieces all in at once and get it done all at once, and that way everything looks the same. So anyways, y'all, I mean, that is pretty much it for me. I'm going to go ahead and get off this phone and get off this video so I can go ahead and get to the house, pick up my girl, and we are out on our little road trip. So anyways, you guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for riding along with me. No, it wasn't the most exciting video, but you know, sometimes these videos aren't always working on cars. They're actually showing you the behind the scenes stuff of what needs to be done to put these cars together. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. You guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Y'all stick with me. We got this. I'm out of here. Deuces. Peace out.